Hello, everybody, and welcome to my brand new podcast, Live and Let Live. Oh, hello. This is my kitty, Prim. She'll be in and out of this podcast because she is a Velcro kitty, and she's just the sweetest, softest little thing ever. But anyway, my name is Olivia. Most people call me Liv, hence the pun in the name of this podcast. I'm a journalism major. I love writing. I love talking. I love yapping. I love pop culture. That pretty much sums me up as a person. I really wanted to do a podcast for a really long time now, and it's been kind of difficult because I'm like, I don't know what format I want to do. Well, why would anyone care what I have to say? And then I thought, you know what? If 0 people listen to this podcast, I am okay with that because I'm going to enjoy creating it, and I think that's all that matters. I'm not expecting to be able to quit my job and podcast full time because people are going to care that much about what I have to say, but I know it's going to be a fun little hobby, and I'm not currently in therapy, so here we go. First, I want to talk about my week in review. So, my week last week was great. My boyfriend's birthday was this weekend, and I got him an Xbox. But I did not know that there was a difference between the Xbox One S and the Xbox Series S. So I was very graciously let know by his friends after my boyfriend had already opened it, and he sent them a picture. And they helped me out because that was $400 I wasn't expecting to spend so I could get him the right one. Because the Xbox One S does not get new games, so he couldn't even play with his friends on it. He's never had an Xbox before, so he was stoked. He didn't even know, just like me. He just wanted it to play with his friends who live out of state, and they were really excited about the games, and he wanted to see what it was all about. So, yeah, that was a big revelation for me. I felt like a brokey when he opened an old one, but you know what? I think it became such a good thing. He got his friends in on it. They are so sweet for helping me out with that, and everything is right in the world now. So, yeah, my boyfriend's birthday was a big thing this past week. School, tomorrow is my fall break. My fall break is 2 days long. So today is day 1 of 2, and I only have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I only technically get 1 day off. Also, for some reason, like nothing is working today, like Canvas. I know I've seen people post about it. There is like nothing working, like Snapchat, like even some things on this side I'm trying to use aren't working, so we're rolling with the punches there. I think it's like Amazon servers are messed up, so thankfully I don't have any assignments due tonight. I don't really know what's going on worldwide, but that was really my week. A few other big things this past week. Dancing with the Stars. I have had just like the most fun in the entire world watching Dancing with the Stars. I watched it when I was little, but I haven't really watched it since. But I love Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I love Alex Earl, and I love Robert Irwin. I really love Dylan Efron. I watched Traders with him. He is so sweet. And dedication night was this past week. I bawled my eyes out all night. I was just on cloud 9 at the end when they said nobody was going home, which I guess is something that they always do on dedication night. But I think it really hit this year because there's a lot of people who haven't really watched before. And I've loved getting to know the tea behind the dancers. There's so much drama there. It's insane. But I really love all of them. I don't know who I want to win at this point because they all deserve it so much. I love Andy. I've cried every single week. His Hosier yell moment, I don't even care. I don't care that he's not as good at dancing as the other people. I think that's what the show is about. What entertains you, what you like to see. I don't necessarily want to see a professional level dance. I want to see someone with heart putting their all into it, and I think Andy is one of the cutest people ever. So, I don't know. I think my top 3 for last week were definitely Robert, Dylan, and Alex. And I think the first 9 of the season should have went to Alex when she did her Maleficent dance. That my jaw was dropped. I was so into that. It was so good. I'm so shocked she did not get a 9 for that. I feel like she's been underscored. She should have got all 9s for her performance with her little sister this past week. And I like knew her on TikTok, but like I didn't really watch her TikToks until I saw her on Dancing with the Stars. And I really like love watching her videos. I think that she's so sweet. And I love the love she has for her little sister. So I really love it. I love that he's so like conscious of his brother's image. And I listened to him on Jake Shane's podcast and him saying, like, I really stayed out of the spotlight my whole life so that I didn't damage my brother's reputation was just like one of the most like selfless, sweet things I've ever heard from the sibling of a famous person. Like, I feel like we normally hear bad things, but he just looked up to his brother so much, and I thought that that was so sweet. So I really am enjoying watching it, and if you haven't watched it, you can catch up on Disney Plus and watch with everybody on Tuesdays. It is so fun. I just love the community of it. And I'm excited to watch The Bachelorette for the first time to see Taylor, Frankie, Paul. And I think everybody's going to be in on that too. I just love like a community setting. I love when we're all talking about the same thing and doing something that's fun and not so serious online. I think Love Island was like really ruined for me this year because of the hate. It was just like overwhelmingly negative and it actually started to get to me mentally, so I really stopped watching like halfway through Love Island this year just because people are so serious and it was just really hard to see all of the negativity. It's really hard to see at any point, honestly. I'm tired of the negativity towards like any woman in media. Like, I feel really defensive of people, even if I don't particularly listen to their music. You will not see me online hating on that person unless they like slapped a baby. Like, this is just so ridiculous. There's even hate for like Sabrina Carpenter on SNL. Literally leave the girl, like, leave her alone. She's not doing anything wrong. She's living out the dream and whatever. And I thought her performance was so cute. And I've seen like so much negativity about her body and like her wearing that as if we all don't wear like bikinis. I don't understand the negativity, and I think that it comes from a lot of insecurity and jealousy. And I don't know, I think that it really like portrayed girlhood. That's such like a real representation of what girls are doing, especially to her songs. So I thought it was adorable. I thought it was really cute. I think everything that she does is really cute. I don't know. I just I love being an audience to things. Like, I'm not an artist. I'm not a singer. I'm not a comedian, but I love when other people are so good at their craft that I get to enjoy it. Like, I love watching musicals, even though I couldn't be the lead in a musical. Like, I don't need to be the star. I love watching other people live out their dreams, and I love rooting for them. And I think like I am like the perfect person to like be in the audience to appreciate the art someone's putting out. So that's my media review of the week. Um, I also want to do a segment of like my top songs of the week. I think my top songs of this week are Devotion by Justin Bieber. It's made me think a lot about getting married. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 3 years. We're 26 and 23 now. I'll be 24 next month. And I just think it's time to start thinking about it. And I think the song Devotion like really sends me there. I love Justin Bieber too. Nobody's Son by Sabrina Carpenter. That's a big one. And Opalite by Taylor Swift. That's another thing that I'm tired of seeing negativity about. If I didn't rock with it, I would just shut my mouth. I don't understand, like, I've seen so many comments too that are like, finally, Taylor Swift hate. Oh, I'm finally glad to see her, like, be taken down. And I'm like, you all need to, like, get a job. You need to go outside. You need to consume things you enjoy. And, I don't know, watch the sunset, plan a vacay, go hang out with some friends. Like, I don't know why you're making it your whole personality to hate on someone you don't even know, or like you're very happy that they're being hated on. I think that's a very weird take. I'm very proudly not a hater. I can be, for sure, for people who deserve it, but I'm not gonna post it online. I'm gonna post, like, especially in this, I want to talk about things that I really love, and all the things that I don't vibe with aren't even on my mind. I don't even think about it. So those are my top songs of the week, though. If you haven't heard Devotion or any of Justin Bieber's new album, go listen to it. Dijon is he's just like a genius. I love Dijon's music so much. My boyfriend showed me Dijon like 3.5 years ago, maybe 4. And before he sent me my first Dijon song I listened to, he said, "Oh my God, I'm about to change your life." And then sent me Dijon, and he was not wrong. Dijon is, oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. I'm getting a little too fangirly. That was kind of crazy. Listen to like Rodeo Clown by Dijon. Literally any song by Dijon. I can't even like narrow it down to a few. Just listen to any song by him. He's on the song Devotion with Justin Bieber. He helped him work on the whole album, and you can hear it. Like, they cooked. They did so good. Anyway, those are my top songs of the week. Hopefully, as this podcast goes on, I'm going to get a little bit better about talking in this format. I'm just not used to it. I'm honestly feeling anxious right now. But we're gonna just go with the flow. The first one does not have to be perfect. I'm just going to start and let myself improve. So just give me some grace and some time to get used to this, and we will move onward and upward with every single one. So my next segment I want to start is answering random questions. Now, I hardly have any followers online, so I thought that I would just like go to Twitter and give random people advice. I might have to go to Reddit because Twitter's kind of like no man's land these days. I'm just gonna look up advice. Okay, not coming up with anything. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to take a hiatus for me to find. Might have to go to the deep, dark depths of a subreddit to find questions or slash advice, maybe. Okay, we're gonna go to a subreddit called Relationship Advice. If it loads. You know, the hard thing about giving relationship advice is like 90% of the time you should just break up. It's like, he cheated on me, dump him. Or she tried to kill me. Okay, I don't know. Women can't do anything wrong. I tried to be inclusive there for a second. No, she's the one. Okay. He tried to kill you. Dump him, leave, restraining order, prison. Yeah. So it's kind of really hard to find like here's what you should do, because I mean, should probably dump him. This one's funny. Why does wife, 38 female, ask me, 40 male, to pick a restaurant for my birthday and then vetoes them? He said, "I'm not sure what kind of psychological issue this is, but she'll ask me where I want to go for my birthday. I pick a restaurant we've been to before. I liked it, but she doesn't. Since it's my birthday, I figure I'll pick that one because I liked it. But she vetoes it because she says I don't like the food. Then I go to my second choice, and again, it gets vetoed. In the end, I just give up, and she ends up picking one for me, one that she likes. Like, what the heck? If she's going to pick one that she likes, just say so in the beginning instead of wasting my time trying to guess where she wants to go." The top reply is, "You need to ask her this." You know, that's another thing, too. That's another thing with relationship advice. It's like, either break up or like talk to each other. Like, you have to communicate. Like, there have been times in my relationship with my boyfriend where I've like sat down and just been like, we have to beat this dead horse until we're over it, because there's things that like you don't even realize are bugging you, and then they come up in other arguments that have nothing to do with that, and you're like, okay, obviously this is something that there's a deeper root to. So let's sit down and beat this dead horse until it's buried. Because, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes you have to talk to each other, but it's your birthday, so I don't know. I would say absolutely, like, you have to just, like, talk about it. Or instead of her asking you where you want to go for your birthday, you tell her where you want to go for your birthday. Like, I did not ask my boyfriend, where do you want to go today? he just told me where he wanted to go for his birthday, and so we went. We went and ate wings. Also, I think like the whole thing, like if you haven't learned by now, guys, okay, not that a single guy is listening to this, except maybe my brother who might edit this. If you haven't noticed by now, girls don't want to make that decision. I cannot stand being asked the question, what do you want to eat? Because I don't know. I really don't know every single day. Every single day. And it haunts me that I'm going to have to choose what to have for dinner for the rest of my life because I honestly don't know. And like one thing I'm really good at is telling you what I don't want. Okay? So like most times I'll be like, I really don't want Arby's, but everything else is okay. And then you say something and I'm like, I like go through the menu in my head, but I think I have like choice paralysis. Like if there's too many options, this is why I can't go into a store and leave with anything meaningful because when there's so many options, like I just want one or two to pick from. It's all just like looking at me and like then I'm on my phone, I'm researching reviews on every single product and like what will work, what's a waste of money. This is especially awful in like Sephora because I'm like, I don't know just by looking at a product if it's gonna work for me or be good. And like especially, oh my God, concealer. Why are there 9 trillion concealers? And there's always somebody who says it creases, and then there's equally as many people saying that like they've never seen a single crease with it and it's their holy grail. And it's just like things like that going off on a little side thing. But it's like the choice paralysis of it all. If my boyfriend just says, do you want this or that? I can tell you. Like, so easy. Just give me 2 options. Or, a better option is you should say, this is a cheat code, okay? You should say, guess what we're eating for dinner. Oh, she's gonna light up. Oh my God, and like act really excited. Oh my God, guess where we're gonna eat for dinner. And then me personally, I'd be like, oh my God, it's gonna be somewhere really good. What do I think is really good? Cheat code. I could think of it. And then whatever she says, you say, yeah, exactly, you're right. You guessed it. So yeah, you know what's crazy? Now Reddit won't work. Can't find any more advice to give. Let's just move on. Hopefully I get like 5 listeners and you guys ask me for advice so this segment can be a little bit more geared to people who are actually listening. Like I really love On Therapists, his Tell Me What's Wrongs, and Not Love Line. I love when people call in and ask for advice. I just love that. I think that I give good advice. I'm always the friend people ask for advice. Now, do they take it? No. But I don't tell them what they want to hear. I tell them what they need to hear. So maybe someday somebody will take my advice and things will actually work out for them. Because you know what? I think things are going pretty good for me. So, except, well, I don't know. Things are all right. So, my manifestation and intentions going forward. My manifestation is that I'm going to make a lot of money this week. I only work 2 days because Saturday I'm going out for Halloween. It's like a week before Halloween, which is funny, but I'm going out for Halloween Saturday at a bar. They're having like a Halloween party on the 25th. And Sunday I'm going to a Colts game. So those are the 2 biggest like money makers in serving, like in the restaurant industry. So hopefully Wednesday and Friday I just ball out and I make good money. That's my manifestation. My intentions for this week are to be a good student, be studious, get my stuff done that I need to get done, not half-ass it. And I really want to make the people in my life feel loved. My dad's birthday is tomorrow. My other brother's birthday is Sunday. I just hope that everyone's birthdays recently, I've made them feel loved. Those are my intentions. And I kind of want to end off on a riddle because I love riddles. You probably can't tell me a riddle that I don't already know. So let's find one that I think is actually good. See, these are also, they're like so easy to me because I already feel like I know them because I don't know why, especially in school or when I used to work at a work release when we just kind of had a lot of downtime, unless there was something crazy happening, I would just sit and look up riddles. I would also sit and watch this bear cam, and it's like a zoo. I can't really remember. It's been like 4 years. But there was this bear cam. Oh my gosh, wait, I think I still have the lock screen from the bear that I used to watch live. And he was so dang cute. I do. Okay, so this is a funny story. His name was Ted, and I used to watch him every single day at work. I would always, and I'd get in trouble for this, but I mean, it was entertaining. I loved watching Ted on my live stream. And so my sister was giving birth that year. She gave birth in 2022. And while she was in labor, I was like, okay, let's check on Ted. Like maybe this will bring your spirits up because I know you're hungry and you're about to push out a kid. So I pull up the live stream for Ted, and there's the announcement that he has passed away. And mind you, it had only been like 2 weeks since I had checked on Ted. So as she's about to give birth, now we are depressed. And I said, you know what? Don't even give birth now. How are you going to bring a child into this world? Or, on the other hand, she's the reincarnation of Ted. And I think that's honest. She does act like a wild animal. Love her down, but she acts like a wild animal. So maybe she is the reincarnation of Ted. But I literally was so devastated that I was like, how dare you bring a child into this devastating, awful, terrible, messed up world? And then I made this. It says Ted under the time in loving memory, 1997 to 2022. And yeah, that really broke me. That really broke me. R.I.P. Ted. You know, I'm really glad he got brought up this first episode because he meant a lot to me and he carried me through. He was everything. I need to find a new live stream to watch because you know what? I actually just need to like focus on my work because every time I'm on this damn computer, I'm not doing schoolwork. Do you guys like is it like a common thing when you have schoolwork due to like look at the due date and then start it on the due date? Or am I just like a really terrible student? Because I have that problem. I really do have that problem. Like, oh, that's not due till Sunday. Well, I'm not doing homework till Sunday. And then I end up spending my whole Sunday doing homework. And then I'm so burnt out that Monday, I'm like, yeah, I'll get a head start. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take one day break. I spent all day yesterday doing homework. And that turns into me waiting till Sunday again. I'm like a really bad procrastinator and I have no sense of urgency. So until something like fills me with urgency, it's not getting done. Anyway, I'm really glad that I've shared Ted's story and talked about how bad of a student I am. Oh my God, I didn't even tell you a riddle. That is crazy. You know what? You know what really sparked my interest in riddles? iCarly. The Friday riddle. You rode in on a horse on Friday, or you rode no, sorry. You rode in on Friday, stayed for 3 days, and left on Friday. How is that possible? That riddle? And it ended up being the horse's name. That's when I was just like, whoa. Like that blew my mind when I was little. I was like, oh my God, and that started my love for it. Ooh, this one's kind of good. What kind of band never plays music? I think I'm not gonna give the answer. I think I'm gonna, well, am I gonna remember to tell it next time I record? Okay, I'll give you guys like 10 seconds. What kind of band never plays music? Do 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 do. Okay, here's the answer. A rubber band. Okay, maybe that wasn't that good. Maybe I should do my research before I just start yapping. Anyway, I think that's all I have for, it's been 30 minutes of me recording. Okay. Also, shout out to Red Bull. I love you. The Red Bull Juneberry, I think it's gonna kill me. I think if I die young, it's because of these. But maybe they'll help me live forever. I don't know. I get a lot more done every single day. Anyway, happy Monday, October 20th, 2025. I hope you all have a good week. I say you all. My 2 people listening, I hope you all have an amazing week. And that's really all I got for y'all. I need to shut up. Okay. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for listening to me. If you've made it this far, you're actually one of the best people to ever exist. And I love you. And I will see, maybe. I will see you next week. Bye. Think something positive. Tell someone you love them. Call your mom or call your dad or call whoever raised you. Call somebody. Tell them you love them. Okay. Bye.